This video will demonstrate how to install a 4-prong power cord on a Kenmore Elite or 90 series electric dryer. Safety first, so always unplug appliances before working on them. This is the back of this dryer. It already has a 3-prong power cord with a strain relief clamp on it. And here is a close-up view. As you can see, we must remove the clamp. Here's two different styles of the strain relief clamp. The one on the left is what we'll be reinstalling with, and the one on the right is what we have to remove right now. Strain relief clamps are necessary to prevent nicks and cuts on the power cable at the power cable opening from the machine vibrations during use. Also, it prevents the power cable wire at the terminal block from being pulled on if someone were to pull or put strain on the power cord. I've removed the terminal block access cover using a 1/4-inch power tool. You can use a nut driver or a power tool. And now I'm removing the strain relief clamp from the cable itself. Just use a Phillips head screwdriver to take out the two screws that are holding the clamp together. And once the screws are removed, you can remove the top half and bottom half of the strain relief clamp out of the porthole. Here's a close-up view of what it looks like inside. There's 3 wires there that are connected. L1 hot wire, L2 hot wire, and the neutral terminal in the middle. Pay attention to that. And on the left side there is a green grounding wire with a yellow stripe on it that is connected to the body. Using a 1/4-inch power tool, I'm removing the 3 terminal block screws that hold the wires in place. Like I said, there are 2 hot wires on the outside, and the middle one is a neutral wire. Once the 3 screws have been removed from the cable, to be able to pull it loose from the machine, just simply pull it through the hole that it's wired into and remove it out of the way. Now we begin to install the 4-prong power cord. There's 4 color-coded wires. There's a black, a white, a red, and a green. The green one is the grounding wire. It's going to go on that terminal where I showed you the green and yellow wire is currently at. And I'm going to bend them to position so it'll be easier to install once I get them through the access hole. Before I put them through the hole, I have to install this clamp. And the clamp, put the wires through it with the threads towards the machine. And this is going to be the strain relief clamp that will go in place to hold this cable from being moved once we get the final installation done. But you have to put it through the hole first and then up into the machine. Once all the wires are into the port there, here's the nut for the strain relief clamp. It goes on the inside of the machine and threads onto the strain relief clamp. This holds the clamp in place, but it doesn't clamp the wires. The wires still have to have the final clamp put on to hold the actual cable in place. Once that nut is threaded on, I'm going to go ahead and undo the terminal that has the grounding machine ground wire on it and fold it out of the way. It doesn't go back on this position. It's going to go on the neutral terminal for the final installation. That's the green with the yellow stripe from the machine. The green wire that's part of the power cable that we're installing will go in its place on the body. So right now I'm positioning the wires where I want them. I want the black wire on L1, which is the first position. The white wire with the green and yellow striped wire from the machine go in the middle. That's the neutral. And then on the right side of the terminal block will be the red wire. So just put the 1/4-inch screws back into them, and that'll get all of them in position. That middle one is very important to make sure the machine wire that we took off of the body goes in the middle with the white wire from the 4-prong power cord. Put them both on the same screw into the terminal block. Now I'm installing the red wire on the right side. Red and black have to go on the outside. The white has to go in the middle. Now that green wire that's from the power cord cable is going to be installed on the body of the dryer using that green screw that we removed just a minute ago. It has a 5/16 on it, so I'm using my 5/16 ratchet to do it with. Here's what it looks like when everything's installed. You see the green wire off to the left, you see the black on the terminal block left terminal, the red on the right, and in the middle you have the white neutral along with the green with the yellow striped wire from the machine on the center. Now I'm going to reinstall the terminal access cover plate. Just put the same 1/4 inch screw back on it. And once that's complete, I have to complete the installation of the strain relief clamp. And here's the clamp part. I just set it on top of the other part of the clamp and put the screws in. They use a Phillips head on these as well. And I'm going to get my screwdriver and just go ahead and tighten them up. Just tighten one side a little bit and then back and forth, so that way it's easier to get them both started and clamped all the way down evenly. And that will complete the installation of a 4-prong power cord on Kenmore Elite or 90 series electric dryer.